here. Your boy's feeling sensational right now. So I want to give y'all a quick little reminder. World Trigger is now a monthly series going forward. So obviously I can't wait for that monthly goodness. So probably get around 30 to 40 pages per chapter. We're not going to get as much World Trigger as before. But regardless, I'm super excited. How do you feel about it switching to monthly? I think it's a good move because monthly means more content to enjoy in one sitting. Yeah, it's going to kind of suck. You're not going to have it weekly, but I think it's a good move on Ashi Sensei's part, to say the very least. So look, this chapter, it got me really excited. And I really do hope that what I think is going to happen either happens or we get like some taste of it. It's like you see it's going several ways. Now, right now, it looks like Suzunari has the advantage for now, but Takamada too about to put that work in and change the entire flow for everything. Let's start off with a recap of everything. We start off with Suzunari branch having a flashback telling us how to develop their strategy we're currently going to use. And it's actually a really good strategy, and it makes sense why they chose this map that no one really goes on. But it's really annoying because this means all for one strategy. They got a Black Kogetsu, and they have their sniper just playing around with lights. But he's doing it to their advantage, so that way, if you want to fight him, it wouldn't be a fair fight. And he came prepared with this Scudo, so that was cool, but I feel like that was really a trash strategy because it's sneaky and annoying to deal with because even if you somehow get to him, he still has the Scudo. And he can just do that at his leisure. So I'm happy that Hyuse and Kuga pulled up on him at the very end. And after seeing the fight between Captain Kagura and Suzunari, I was like, okay, it's making a lot of sense. How is he going to beat Ko like that? Because Ko is really good at adapting. Ko's good at adapting situations. So fighting him, it's always going to be a fun time, to say the very least. And with his captain there, Kuruma, it's like, yo, they're at a bad situation. And it gave me a good insight onto how operators are so important to winning team battles, especially in Rank Wars. Because before I knew operators mattered, but it didn't seem like they were that important. With the last two chapters, it shows you that if you have a good operator and they stay on top of things, even in the worst case scenario, it can get you out of a tight pinch. Or at least make an awkward offset, something you can actually come back from. And that's why I'm happy the chapter's been playing out the way they did. I don't want the rank wars to be just one side where it's like, okay, one side just knows how to make everything work in their favor and no one can really stop them. So far, what I'm seeing, everyone's been putting in their work. Hey, welcome. Shut the boy mouth. welcome. I don't know if this is your first time here, but welcome. This is my podcast. I'm calling Trigger On. We talk about World Trigger. And like I said, it's going to be monthly now, and I'm really excited to see what greatness we're going to see in the long run. Oh, I don't have chat on. That's why I can't see it. That's my L right there. But how do you feel about World Trigger? What do you like about it? What you think can improve on? Like, how do you feel about the series in general? I obviously love World Trigger. It's my baby. It's my favorite series of all time. Or one of my favorites, I would want to say. Because I remember I first watched the anime. I just knew. I knew at that moment this is going to be my series that I was going to fall in love with and just enjoy it on a consistent basis. And so far, it's not disappointing me in the slightest. Obviously, the stuff I want to happen, but I'm not sitting here like, if what I want doesn't happen, I can't like World Trigger. It's not the way I feel about it at all. But I can kind of get some people would say, oh yeah, World Trigger's cool, but it's not what they want. If that makes any sense. So yeah, like this new chapter, whew, it's reminding me why I like World Trigger all over again. The beauty of World Trigger to me is just like, it's always one of those games where everyone can be useful in their own way and they add something. It's like a dynamic always going on. So it's never just like, oh, one team is gonna dominate, no one else can do anything else. It's never like that World Trigger. That's what makes it beautiful, at least to me. There we go. So what I was saying again? Oh yeah. So it's going crazy right now in Rank Wars, and I was always wondering why don't they use sneaky strategies in Rank Wars, and I'm starting to see why. Rank Wars is a time for your teams to shine, and it seems like so far if a team fights another team, they don't tweak their strategy too much. They keep it kind of the same the way it looks to me. They just change a few little things here and there. But I'm just saying, you know, Kagura go what he did. Kagura go through a situation. He actually did really well. Without a side effect, I'm pretty sure Ko would have finished him off by now. So he got real lucky. Even the commentator was saying, oh, yeah, Kagura should have died 5 times already. He got a fatal injury, but he's not out yet. So I want to see happen between Kagura and Kuruma and Ko. I want to see them injure each other to the point where it's like one more hit and boom, the point will be scored, or them each other at the same time. I would love that. Either way, it'd be the greatest thing ever. Because in World Trigger, what I love about the fights is you just never really know till the very last second. So the way it's looking to me right now, Suzunari may be in the lead temporarily. They got the momentum, but if they lose, all because Kuga or even Hughes sneaks them, I would love that. I would love to see Hughes and Kuga pull off a combination attack. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but if it does happen, that would be the greatest thing ever. Because I just never thought a team would have such a good plan. Cause I never really thought about a lot of things before this chapter. Having the choice to pick the map, that basically means you can control in some way or fashion how the match plays out. So if you want to, you can give the other teams the worst match ever with the map that's horrible for their lineup, which makes a lot of sense because if you're a attacker, yeah, a mall of all places to fight. It's not a good idea because a lot of cover, and you just never know when a sneak attack will come through. And if you're a sniper, it works in your favor too because a lot of obstacles in the way. So you can use obstacles to hide, take cover when you need to, and if you really need to, you can use obstacles to make sure you don't get hit. So it just comes down to finesse at the end of the day. So I got some notes down. So yeah, Tachi had good timing with knowing how to turn the lights off. He's making the operator would tell the team, all right, I'm going to turn the lights off now. And they had like some count because he was doing 3, 2, 1, he would turn it off. And then Ko would go in and Kuruma would just provide firepower. And it's a good strategy because what Kitazo was saying, he didn't really want to shoot because he didn't want to hit his captain, which is actually a good thing because friendly fire is the thing. And I was also wondering, okay, is this the reason why they use certain maps? Because they don't want to overwork the operator. They don't want to go through too many struggles just for the sake of it. That's what kept going through my mind as I read on the chapter. Even Yuzuru had a tough time because he knew where Tachi was, but he couldn't just shoot him because Tachi came prepared with Scudo, and he made sure they had his bagworm on, so even then they didn't know where he was. And for all we know, Tachi could have been turned off the lights, but he waited till it was advantage to his team. It was advantageous to his team. So it was all good planning on everyone's part. In this chapter was fun because even the commentators were noticing that this is not the way Kagura's squad normally fights. They're mostly like head first, shoot, ask questions later type team. But because the situation ended because Suzunari and their planning, they had to switch up and start fighting with their heads, which kind of surprised everybody. And everyone was like, yo, they could do stuff like this? Interesting. And it seemed like the one thing that no one expected is probably going to happen. Kagura seems like he's the kind of guy, he never backs down from a fight. But for the first time in Rank Wars, it looks like he has to back down from the fight unless he wants to lose. And I know he doesn't want to lose, so he has to do what he has to do at the end of the day. What else? I never thought he'd get injured like that because it looks like if he didn't move away at the last second, he would have been gone. Simple as that. Yeah, we learned about Asumu. I was kind of right. It wasn't his right arm, it was his left arm. But thanks to his operator, he got out just in time. And hopefully he can score a point, but he's losing a lot of Tryon, so yikes. He doesn't have a lot of Tryon in the beginning, so this is not good for him in the slightest. But like I said, Hughes and Kuga met up, even though it wasn't the right spot. It was on the top of the building, but hey, he's saying, ooh, my bad, Joe. But he's just saying, hey, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, we still completed the order to rendezvous together. So score some points, and that's how the chapter ended. And I don't know about y'all, but Kuga, I feel like he's the main character, not just Asumu, also Chika. So I'm enjoying everything, bro. Even Kuga. Whew. Oh my goodness, bro. I love World Trigger so much. It's one of my favorite series. Actually, I would say it is my favorite shonen. Whew. So yeah, I really can see like He uses Kuga using some combination attack to finish off Tachi. But then as they do that, they have to deal with Yuzuru probably. Or maybe Asuma is somewhere just lurking around like, oh snap. What's going on? And they get a snipe off. But even then, I hope like at last second you see Kuga dodge it. And then you see he use sneak him. That would be dope. Because remember, so far, a lot of people don't know Hughes' arsenal. They do know he uses, pretty sure he's a Scorpion, but that's all I know he uses so far. And I know he's proficient in something else. But whew, it's going to be spicy. So what I want to see happen, I want to see Asumu give some commands. Like he can tell Chika, hey, when I give this signal word, I need you to shoot the building. And then that could create a great opening for Hughes and Kuga to score some more points. Because they did say in their plan what they want to happen. Hughes and Kuga to score some points. And then Chika and Asumu could score some own points. Some points on their own. So that was not just, oh, Kuga and Hughes focus on them, everyone else on Takuma 2. They're not really that much of a threat. Obviously, Chika's a threat, but everyone's thinking, oh, she can't shoot people. Which means maybe she can use this match to show off that, hey, I can shoot people. I just choose not to. That's what I want to see. Who knows how it'll play out, but we gonna see what is up. Especially in chapter 170, which is sometime next month. It's gonna be a wait, but I think it's gonna be worth it, honestly. What else I forget to mention? Oh yeah, I can see Susanari Squad defeating Kura and Kitsu, but they can have heavy injuries. And then it would also be interesting if, like I said earlier, they defeat each other at the same time. So they both get the points, but that means it would be up to Takuma 2 and Asuma to finish the job. Yes, we still have Yuzuru, but Sniper by himself, how much can he really do? That's what I would like to see. What else I forgot to mention? Oh, I think the final showdown will be between Asuma and Asuma Squad, but who knows how it'll all play out. I don't know from you guys. What events do you want to see happen? And who's most likely going to be the winner and the runner-up in your eyes? For me, I could see it either being a close match between Asuma Squad and Takuma 2. It could come down to Asuma just, outdoing the other team, but I don't think so. He's a sniper, and he did say early on in the match, which could be some foreshadowing, that the whole point of Rank Wars is to get used to unusual situations, being outside your comfort zone. So maybe that's his foreshadowing of either his victory or loss. But I think for the plot's sake, we really do need Takuma 2 to work a miracle. All Asuma has to do is somehow score points. So if he defeats a defeated or like heavily injured Kugura, that'd be crazy. Couldn't see that. They could probably get Kotsu. Maybe. Yuzuru, I don't know, but you never really know with World Trigger. Because I wonder what happened to the other dudes we saw the other chapter ago. The rest of Azuma Squad. Where did they go? What are they doing? Did they get defeated by Yuzuru? Or did they just retreat tactically? But I guess we'll find out next time. That's all I wanted to say for today. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me your thoughts about World Trigger. Latest chapter. What do you want to happen? What do you think can happen? Who do you want to win? Who deserves this L? All the good stuff. Hey, if you want to back me financially, to Patreon. I got Discord, Twitter, and yeah, I can say so much more, but the squad needs me.